and we're going to do some upgrading.
We got the radio kind of installed.
Well, we're just going to make it better. And that's by using the LED light bar.
Plastic junk.
Hey guys, it's Bill. Welcome to Flat Broke Garage. If you're new, thanks for checking me out. If you're a regular, thanks for coming back. Got a little bit of a different video today. It's this. If you're a regular subscriber, you recognize this truck. This is my 2009 Ford F-150 XL. Four-wheel drive. I bought this on GovDeals. The listing said it had engine rattling sounds and smoke coming out the exhaust, which half of that was true. But I got the truck for a real decent price. I paid $2,600 with a $300 auction fee. So out the door, truck was $2,900. Now we flatbedded the truck home. We did get it started. It did end up needing a battery. I've had to put a battery in it. And it did smoke. Turns out, best of my knowledge so far, somebody's dumped kerosene or diesel fuel in it. Just maybe a couple of gallons. So the thing was kind of like a mosquito killer. As far as the engine rattle goes, it was a broken vacuum line for the four-wheel drive, for the vacuum-operated hubs. So I fixed the vacuum lines, and the rattling and chattering went away, which did sound just like a timing chain or chain tensioner. I've also had to put some newer tires on this thing because the tires that were on it were kind of dry rotted and bald. I've changed the oil. I've added a whole bunch of Berryman's fuel injector cleaner stuff to it, and like I said, I've put about 1,400 miles on it around town here, and it seems to be doing pretty good. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna roll the dice. We're gonna take this thing up north. We're gonna head up to the Midwest, where I'm from originally. We're gonna go up to Chicago, visit my mom, and then we're gonna head up into Wisconsin, where I lived for 18 years and where my son had acquired the taste for smelt. Now, if you're not Scandinavian, German, or from Wisconsin or Minnesota, smelt are disgusting little fish. I don't like fish. I don't like any sea creatures. And smelt are kind of really nastiest of them all to me. But they're a thing in Wisconsin, Minnesota. They come out of the Great Lakes, and they're extremely hard to find anywhere but the Midwest. So for my son, I'm going to buy him some frozen smelt, and we're going to haul it down. Kind of like a Stinky, Smokey, and a Bandit with fish. So that should be about a 1,800 mile drive with all my driving around. I think it's 720 miles up there, 720 miles back, 1,400, couple hundred miles visiting friends. It should do good. So if this truck makes that trip uneventful with no issues, I deem it worthy. I'm probably going to keep it, and we're going to do some improvements on it when we get back. And it's a bunch of little things, but it's a bunch of things to make it more better for me. But right now, I don't want to throw any cash into it until we see what really falls off of it. I do have to check one thing. I think it's got a spare tire. But other than that, we should be good to go. So, fingers crossed. Let's head up north, eh? So what I'm going to do when I head up north is obviously go visit my mom, because it's my mom. Drive down some cool streets, hit some really cool restaurants that I do miss that they really don't have here in the South. Go down one of my favorite streets. It's about a mile away from my mom's house, from a famous movie. And when I'm in Wisconsin, going to catch up with some of my friends. Once again, hit some good chow that I can't get down here in Tennessee. Videos I did a t-shirt giveaway. I had a blast doing it, and you guys had fun. I gave away 10 Flat Broke Garage t-shirts with a sticker pack. A couple of Flat Broke Garage stickers. I had one in here somewhere. Anyway, I'm going to do it again for this video, but I'm only going to give 5 away because holiday shipping costs are $9 to ship a stupid t-shirt. So here's what we're going to do. I'm going to give away 5 t-shirts and sticker packs At the end of the video, I'll give you something to go back and look for in the video. If you're one of the first 5 people to email it to me, flatbrokegaragetn@gmail, right here, I will send you a free t-shirt. Now, if you don't want to play the stupid game and you want a t-shirt, I'll be happy to sell you one. I sell these basically at cost. So what I'm going to do is I'll offer you the same thing, a t-shirt with stickers. I'll put pictures of the t-shirts up. And the t-shirts will include free shipping. So $25 for small to 3X. And for you 4X guys, it's $5 more, $30. Same thing, PayPal, you could message me through Facebook, Instagram, or email me once again for a t-shirt package. Now, if you win or you buy, be sure to include your address and shirt size. Very important. A lot of you guys forgot shirt size. Try to contact you back. So, but I had fun doing it. And if you guys like me to keep up this giveaway thing or have a better idea, you know, put it down there in the comments. Let me know. Well, I've decided something I definitely want to try and fix budget-wise when I do get back is the droopy headliner, because I'm a tall guy and it keeps bumping me on the top of my head. Kind of freaking me out like ants are crawling on me or something. So we're going to put that on the list of things to fix if we're going to keep the truck, which I think I will. So, but headliner fix, that's on the list. Anyways, we're about an hour into my drive. Let's just hammer up to Chicago, go visit my mom, and get up to Wisconsin, see how well this thing does. So far, we're running at 19.8 miles to the gallon. That's pretty good because I drive like an idiot. We'll see you guys in a bit. Literally about 1.5 miles from my mom's house is one of my all-time favorite roads from one of my all-time favorite movie scenes. You may not recognize it, but I'll show you a few clips, see if you recognize it then. Well, that's about enough of Chicago. Time to head north to Wisconsin to get some stinky fish and hang with some buddies.
2 weeks later.
Hey guys, well, I'm back. Actually, I've been back for a while. I went up before Thanksgiving, and it is now the middle of December. Yeah, well, holidays and stuff, a lot going on, so a lot of stuff got put on the back burner. But I tell you what, the truck did fantastic. I did round trip. It was 1,730 miles. So right now, a total mileage after buying this truck, I have 4,300 miles on this truck, and it is just getting better and better every day. Now, I do have some issues I do want to take care of, and we're going to do some upgrading. Now that I know it's a keeper, we're going to do some work on it. I don't know if you can see over there, but we got a bunch of boxes that showed up while I was out of town. And I got a radio. I want to put a better radio in this thing. So let me bring you around and show you what we're going to do. I don't even know what's in that box, but this is from Hooke Road. They sent me a back bumper for the truck because the bumper in this truck is smashed. I got some wheel flares for this thing. See those? And I can open that. That's like Christmas. Then I have a stereo or head unit that was sent to me
that I never used, and I forgot who sent it to me. I think, I don't know, somebody sent it to me. It's been laying around here forever. So I bought the Crutchfield wiring kit thing that's pre-made for a Ford truck, and a kit to put it in. So I want to get that in, so I got the old GPS, Bluetooth, and all that. I want to take a look at fixing these little rust spots, which aren't too bad. But the big thing is, if you remember from the first video, this truck had no tailgate. Facebook Marketplace to the rescue. So this is a tailgate. It's got the old handrest on her. So this tailgate has a handy dandy old man step. Look at that. Flip that over. That's pretty cool. I never had anything as fancy as that. Now it is missing one of these caps, but I did order a new set of caps. They should be here soon. They come in sets. Probably gonna paint this thing. That's cool. So I'm probably gonna paint this thing. Oh, it also has, somebody added a camera. See, it's got a couple dings in it. Now, when I take this thing off to paint it, I could probably just dolly those out. The bumper, you can see it's smashed. I mean, it's just, it's dangling. So I do need a rear bumper. And Hooke Road sent me one that'll work with the factory trailer hitch. So we're gonna get that installed. But first off, I need tunes. We're going to put that stereo in here. Can't be that hard to take out. Everything just snaps in nowadays. All right. Let's see if I got the right kit. So what a buddy gave me when I told him I wanted to upgrade was a factory CD player head unit from a, I think it's a, I don't know, Platinum, Laredo, whatever Hooke edition it was. This radio, this head unit, has more plugs than my truck. My truck, I thought all the wiring looms, Ford just cheated, made one wiring loom. Not so. This truck has none of the plugs for this. So we have to go with the aftermarket head unit and hope all that will fit in there. Well, it shouldn't be too hard. I think basically these dashboards are all snapped together. I took out a couple 7mm bolts up there, and I think this pops off because it's just plastic. Oh, I gotta take, I think there's some screws up here under this thing. There we go. Ta-da! Another couple 7mm. Pull these back and discombobulate a couple things. We'll bring you back here in a second. All right, well, we got the old head unit out for an AM/FM radio. This thing is massive. Well, there we go. We got the radio kind of installed because I want to be sure everything worked. So I got all the plugs in, all the doodad wires up, antenna stuff. And before I screwed it in, I want to fire it up, and look at that. So it's got all the cool stuff I need. So we'll start screwing this back in and button the dash up. This is awesome. I'm like 21st century truck. There we go. Pretty clean install. Lots of fingerprints all over the screen because I've been playing with it. Fire it up so it stops beeping. I can live with that. All right, connecting to the old Bluetooth. Well, we gotta turn that off. Copyright. There we go. Anyways, but yeah, I mean, pretty cool. It's got all the doodads and options and calendars and ways. And anyways, clean install. Really happy with it. Got to finish gluing down and tidying up the wires up there. I got to figure out where I'm going to put the microphone. But yeah, I'm pretty happy with it.
All right, it's the next day, and we're gonna. I figured out what this box is. These are Procar bucket seats, which have been poorly taped, but these are for Ashley's Mustang, and yes, I'm still trying to get those video clips together. It's kind of discouraging that this has been ripped open. I've used these Procars before in my Cyclone. Sure hope everything's in here. Okay, seat tracks are here. Get a little nervous when you see the box taped together. That one, I tell you what, Hooke Road did a pretty good job with that, with the straps and the tape and the staples and whatever. So let me get this put away. The other one's still coming. Oh, and this leaves us with their bumper. I brought a knife out. Wow. Well, I tell you what, they get an A+ on this packing. Looks like that expansion foam they inject in here after the bumper's in. So it's 3 pieces. We got our instructions here. And all right, let's get all this opened up and laid out. We'll get her bolted together and get this one off. There we go, all assembled. They give you a nice bag of hardware, and everything fits nice and square. They even have the spots you can put in the backup sensors for all you guys with the fancy trucks. Mine's just a base model. But, you know, all the sensor spots are there. Hole for the jack is there. If you want to move your trailer plug up, you can. I'm not going to do that. Also comes with some LED lights, too, which I don't know if I got to remove those. So with me being here alone, we might as well go get Mr. Floorjack. So to get this bumper off, it's only 6 bolts, license plate light, and I think that's it. It's a good thing this truck is from the South, man. If this thing is from the Midwest, all these bolts would just be rotted in there. I mean, it's pretty sweet. I mean, this truck is really rust-free for being an 09. Let me get these spun off here. We'll get this bumper off, and we'll get the other bumper together. All right, I left one bolt holding it on. And slide it back. See if I can get the license plate lights. Well, or drop it off. Take the loom off. And the bumper's off, man. It's pretty easy. With the bumper and hitch off, basically there's only 4 bolts, these little 10mm bolts that hold the bumper skin onto the hitch. I had to pull the plug for the loom. I got just these 4 10mm. Get this other bumper put together. So I'll zip the rest of these bolts off, get the hitch put back on the truck, and get the brackets on for the new bumper. So the brackets they supply just slip right over the old hardware and hitch. Kind of nice. Just pick that up and we'll reinstall that on the back of here. I can't get over how cheap these factory bumpers are. Without the trailer hitch holding them, they're just plastic junk. That's discouraging. Why is it the floor jack just never goes high enough? I was thinking about putting a block under it, but I got the lazy way. Now I'm going to have to do it the hard way. So, all right, with the bumper up on here, you get your bolts in and keep everything loose so you can, you know, get a straight line and adjust it up to the quarter panels back here. And height-wise to the tailgate. So you leave these loose, and
and just get it jacked up to where you like it and then give her snug down. Yeah, this thing fits really nice. You know, nice heavy, whatever this is, undercoating or bed liner stuff. It's pretty heavy duty. Well, there we have it. It's on. A little dust on there from me climbing on it. Thing lines up really nice. Got a pretty good line on it. It fits nice. The back lights or backup lights, it's a really nice option, but my truck originally had a cap on it with a camper shell thing and a door. And I think this had a backup alarm because my backup lights on the truck are cut somewhere. So I'm going to have to find out where those are cut, repair it, so I can hook up those backup lights. Be a lot better here. It's pretty dark. So all in all, I'd say Hooke Road makes a pretty decent bumper. Nice heavy duty. Fits right over the stock stuff, which is good because I still have the hitch I can use. All in all, A+. Very good, Hooke Road. Thank you very much. We appreciate it here. Okay, we got the rear bumper installed. Let's move to the front bumper. But we're not going to replace it. We're just going to make it better. And that's by using the LED light bar that was on my Jeep originally. Now there's a big gaping hole right where a license plate and all that other nonsense would be. So to me, it seems like a perfect place to put that light bar. And I already have the wiring from these strobe lights and a switch on the dash, so I can just pull the wire off that, run it down to the light bar, ground it out. Should be easy peasy. Quick upgrade, and boy, these things are handy up here in the Smoky Mountains. You can't see anything, so big plus. We'll get that put on next. So what my plan is to mount this front light, I'm just going to grab a piece of angle iron and cut it off and maybe tack weld it in. I don't know if we just put some self-tappers in, because I don't know if I need to get in there, but we'll see what happens. So I'm going to measure up a piece of angle iron and going to play with my new plasma cutter. Subscriber Errol gave me. It's pretty cool. And also, huge thank you to Trayvon for my bomber safety shades. So many of you guys mentioned in all the comments, wear safety glasses. Well, I've had a bunch of people send me safety glasses. Thank you for that. So these are from Trayvon, and these are really nice. Bomber safety glasses. So I can't wait to try these out. Let's get inside, cut some metal, and glue it on. There's my little plasma cutter. This thing runs on 110, 220. It's pretty nice. I've only messed with it a little bit. I'm not real steady, so I put a little guide on here to cut this thing straight. Not the straightest, but I'm still learning with this thing. So I guess I got to hold it more flat. I kind of watching YouTube videos on how to do this. But practice makes perfect, man, you know. Not bad. I approve. All right, well, I got my goofy bracket made and mounted on the light and test fitted under there. I should go the next step and actually take the bracket off and paint it flat black so it blends in. So it does fit. We're just going to self-tapper this in there. I played around with some of the connections that were pulled off the battery when we put the battery on and found the ones that power to the strobe lights. It's already a fused link with a switch on the dash, so I'm just going to cut those off and run them down here. There we go. All painted up. I got me some self-tappers. We're going to zap that thing on, wire it up. Another thing off the to-do list. All installed. Easy peasy. Just got to wire it up, and I'll have to adjust the light so it aims a little bit. It's kind of aiming down at the ground now, but flip the switch. We got ignition light. And we have lights. Look at that. See the tomorrow headlight. I approve. I figured we'll attack the headliner. I'm just going to do this budget. Hopefully I can drop it down enough. Spray some of the 3M adhesive up in there and kind of work my way out. I mean, it may not be perfect, but it won't feel like ants crawling on my head. I don't want to cut it out, so we'll try this first. Warning, vapors can be dangerous. Cause skin irritation. Do in an open area. We'll have to open both doors. So I guess this lens popped off. It just snaps on over the switch. I wonder if I can turn that off. Yeah, I can turn that off. My goal, it's still kind of attached around the light. My goal is to, I guess, pull this and pull down part of this, although this is still attached. Spray some glue up in here and just kind of work my way out. It sounds good, but it's gonna be a disaster. I gotta just pull it down loose off here, and I guess we'll just start spraying in this area back here. I'll just try and work it out. Well, here's what it looked like before, and here's what we got now. Now, it's not perfect. I'm still a little loose here and a little loose back here. I could, I guess, poke a hole in there, shoot some goo in, stick it up. Same thing for here, but this is way better. I don't know how long it'll last. So I'm going to pull it loose on this side and spray in there. I'll see if I can get up all the way back in here and get that so I can work it out. But no lie on the stink, though. Man, you breathe enough of this, you'll see flying monkeys. I tell you what. We'll let this air out a bit. Like I said, then we'll get started on the other side, see if we can get that tucked up, and another cheap fix. Make the truck just that much better. So what I did was I took a razor, cut a little hole in this, and, you know, it's not a show car, guys. It just, you know, it's still got handprints all over it. Put a little spray up in there. Maybe I put a little cut here. Get a little spray up in there, and well, same thing. We'll work our way back, and I don't know how well this is going to work. Let's see. I think I do there. Wow, that stuff stinks. They're coming up. Let that glue set up a bit. Other than that, everything else came out pretty good. I'm happier with it. I think what it's doing is it's sticking, but then it's pulling the old backing off. We got one last spot to get, and this whole front here. And like I said, see, it's foam stuff, and I think the glue kind of eats that foam up. But we'll spray a little on there and fold that back up, and should look like a new truck. Well, will you look at there? That worked out pretty good. I guess it's still got a little soft here, but I ain't gonna worry about it. Ain't drooping on my head. I call this one a win. Cheap fix. Well, it still stinks in here. That corner's a little bad, but what are you gonna do? Well, it's the next day, and I was gonna think about kind of fixing these two little rust spots. Grind them out and maybe tack a little bit in there and Bondo schmutz over them so I could paint them, because I actually went out and bought paint for the tailgate. So that way I could cover these things up with these wheel flares. I kind of want to break up all the white, and I figured something like this would make the truck look better. Now, they're not the Raptor things, those huge ones. They're just like factory moldings. What do you guys think? Would you use something like this, or is it a little cheesy? Anyways, I got to show you how these things actually fit. It's kind of discouraging. More of Chinesium's finest. First off, this two-sided tape. I don't know how well that would hold on to the paint. Let me clip this on and show you how far off these things are. Well, there we go. I got them held on with vice grips. And I kind of got a tight body line up around the top. But if you look down here, they're off by like a ½ inch on both sides. That one I got pulled a little tighter. But I don't know. They kind of look cool. But I'm going to have to put self-tapper screws all along the inside, because the amount of tension that I got those vice grips holding it on to keep it tight to the body is more than that little bit of duct tape's gonna hold. So I don't know if I should put these on or not. What do you guys think? Should I put these things on the truck? Do they look kind of stupid? Should I go another route? I just want to break up all this white. But I'm gonna have to do a little body work and buy some paint. And I might as well do all the paint at once. Get this done, paint that tailgate, and touch up any other spots it needs touching up. I'm probably gonna have to do another truck upgrade video because I got more stuff planned to do for this thing. And that is to spray on bed liner, paint the tailgate, paint some spots. I want to put a body leveling kit or the 2-inch lift blocks in the front, kind of make it sit flat, and a few other items. Maybe some 35s. It's a rolling project for now, and I really like it. So I think I'm going to keep it, and it's helping me keep miles off my Dodge Ram. Now for the t-shirt giveaway. Here we go. What I want you guys to do is go back in the video and find the name of the hot dog place. There's a picture. I want the name, spelling counts. So you got to spell it right. Name of the hot dog place. It's on the bag in the photo. Email it to me, flatbrokegaragetn@gmail.com, and the first 5 emails that have the name of that hot dog place will get a free t-shirt and sticker pack. Now, when you email me, be sure to include your shirt size and your address so I can mail it to you. And if you miss out on it, I am more than willing to sell you guys a t-shirt and sticker pack. Like I said earlier in the video, you can still email me at flatbrokegaragetn, and $25 up to a 3XL, $30 for a 4XL, and I will get them out mailed to you. Once again, thank you so much. I really appreciate you guys following along on these videos. I know they're kind of hopscotching around, but I've had a weird year. So see you guys next year. Thank you so much for making this a great year for me on YouTube. I really appreciate it. You guys are the best. We'll catch you next year. Thank you for watching.